the biggest day at the Capitol this session. More than 400 people signed up to speak out about the bathroom bill. The Senate State Affairs Committee took it up last Tuesday. The hearing began at 8 a.m. It ended at almost 5 a.m. on Wednesday. The legislation cleared committee 7-1. It now heads to the Senate floor this week. Ross Ramsey is co-founder and executive editor of the Texas Tribune in Austin for us this morning. Good to see you, Ross.
Good morning.
We heard a lot of talk about several Republicans against SB 6, but they all voted for it in committee. Is anyone still holding out? And bigger question, is this issue dead after it passes the Senate?
The answer to the first question is we're not sure yet. I think they have enough votes to get it up for consideration in the Senate. I don't know whether they have all of the Republicans. They clearly had enough to get it out of the committee. It went out 7-1. The guy who was missing said he would have voted for it. So the problem in the House is that they don't have a bill filed over there, and the Speaker says he's not much interested in the Senate's bill. So it's still a little boxed over there, and we'll see how it goes.
So on Tuesday, the same day the Senate takes up the bathroom bill on the floor, the Senate also takes up the limits on property tax increases. Which proposal's up first for consideration?
I don't know which order they'll go in. Often they do that call as an audible right there on the floor, but it's going to be a busy week. The legislature has passed this 60-day mark that nobody outside the Capitol pays attention to, but it's an important landmark in legislative stuff because next week's the first time they can consider non-emergency bills, and they're off to a bang.
And bathrooms is one of the first there, too. Let's switch off to Attorney General Ken Paxton. He wants in on this federal lawsuit over the way Dallas County handles its immigration violators. Is this an early test of the state's role in sanctuary city enforcement?
Well, I think it probably is. Lupe Valdez, the Dallas County Sheriff, has gotten into this lawsuit over detainers and whether the local officials can hold people on federal detainers. One's a civil kind of thing, one's a criminal kind of thing. It's a complicated piece of law. But Paxton wants to weigh in and make sure that the state retains its right to weigh in on these things as the legislature works on these laws.
Sounds good. Ross, back to you in just a moment.